She has hairspray and a hairbrush. And Myra, your hair looks very, very pretty. I bet you use that hairspray and you use that hairbrush to get your hair looking so good. Am I right? Do you use that every day? Not really. Just on Sundays? Yeah, well, I think your hair looks beautiful. Raise your hand if you use shampoo when you take a shower. Raise your hand if you've ever used gel. Have you ever used gel? Gunky stuff that you put in your hair? How about hairspray? No. Nope. How about a comb? Have they ever used a comb? Yeah. How about a hairbrush? Have you ever used a hairbrush? Yeah. Well, everybody look at Pastor Casey's crazy hair that I've got going on this morning. Believe it or not, but if you lived 500 years ago, you would see lots of people having their hair looking like this. Can you believe that? And they didn't do it, though, because they thought it looked good. They did it because it reminded them about Jesus. In fact, this hairstyle has a name to it. It's called a tonsure. And it would remind people about Jesus. Because when Jesus went to the cross, do you remember what they put on his head? Did they put a crown of gold on his head?
No.
Did they put a baseball cap on his head? How about a stocking cap? Did they put a stocking cap on his head? What did they put on his head? Yeah. A crown of thorns. That's exactly right. And so 500 years ago, Martin Luther, who I'm pretending to be today, Martin Luther is the reason why we call our church Redeemer Lutheran Church. And there's many, many Lutheran churches. But Martin Luther had his hair exactly like this because it reminded him and it reminded the world of that crown of thorns that Jesus had on his head as he died for us. And so Martin Luther, he wasn't really interested about looking good. He wasn't interested in finding a girlfriend or being the best looking monk out there.
He made people, because back in the day, people didn't be friends with white people, black people had to be friends with black people.
You're exactly right. So that's a different Martin Luther. We're actually going to talk about him in a little bit, but you're exactly right. But Martin Luther, what he was really worried about is he wanted to love God. And he wanted to help people remember Jesus. And so when people would see his haircut, when you see my haircut, I want you to remember that today, that Jesus had that crown of thorns on his head because he loves us. And he loves us so much that he was willing to die for us. So that when we die, we'll live with God and Jesus forever in heaven. Okay? Let's fold our hands, close our eyes, and repeat after Pastor Casey. Dear God.
Dear God.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
For Martin Luther, that he was brave and courageous. And more than anything else, he loved you. In Jesus' name we pray.